Blessing woke before
Rough night again.
would rise. Tighter
I told them the numbers don't work at that valuation. Tell Emeka if he wants to close this deal, he needs to come down 15% or we walk.
Good morning to you too, sir.
2 years. You have cleaned that man's penthouse for 2 years. Does he even know your name?
My name. He needs clean surfaces and I need the money for nursing school. It's a transaction.
You deserve more than a transaction.
What I deserve and what I have are two different conversations, Sandra. I'm focused on closing the gap. Mr. Uchenna?
Blessing Naji had cleaned Pascal Uchenna's penthouse 5 mornings a week for 2 years and 3 months. She knew everything about him that his surfaces revealed. The nights he didn't sleep, the meals he forgot to eat, the books stacked beside his bed that he never got past the first chapter of, the photograph on his desk of a woman he never spoke about. She had constructed an entire portrait of a man from the evidence of his life, and she had done it without ever exchanging more than 20 words with him directly. She told herself she didn't mind. She was saving for nursing school. This was temporary. Everything was temporary. And then she pushed open his office door. He had collapsed from severe hypoglycemia, a diabetic episode compounded by 3 days without a proper meal and 18 hours without sleep. Blessing knew the signs from her nursing textbooks. She knew exactly what to do. She stayed with him for 40 minutes, managing his blood sugar, keeping his airway clear, talking to him in a low, calm voice even when he couldn't hear her, until the paramedics she had called arrived. When he regained consciousness in the hospital 2 hours later, the first thing he asked was who had called the ambulance. The assistant told him, the cleaner. He didn't even know he had one.
Who called the ambulance?
The cleaner, sir. The agency cleaner assigned to your penthouse.
What is her name?
Blessing Naji.
Blessing.
Why does that matter now?
It matters to me.
Focus on your recovery. We will handle the cleaner situation.
There is no situation to handle, mother.
Pascal Uchenna discharged himself from hospital the next afternoon. His first stop was not his office, it was not his mother's house, it was the cleaning agency, where he sat in a plastic chair in a waiting room that smelled of industrial bleach and asked to speak to Blessing Naji. The receptionist told him she was on a shift. He said he would wait. He waited for 2 hours. When Blessing walked in and found him there, still in his hospital discharge clothes, sitting in a plastic chair in a room that was the furthest possible thing from his penthouse, she stopped walking and stared at him for a very long time.
Whatever my son feels, it is gratitude, nothing more. Take whatever he offers, smile nicely, and go back to your life.
Pascal Uchenna did 3 things in the week after leaving the hospital. He enrolled in a diabetes management program. The first time in 4 years he had done anything about his own health. He submitted a full nursing school scholarship application to a private foundation on behalf of Blessing Naji without telling her. And he began eating dinner every evening at the table at 7 o'clock, because somewhere in the back of his mind, he was hoping that one evening she might still be there when he sat down.
The agency told me you've been saving for nursing school for 3 years.
Yes.
I submitted a scholarship application on your behalf to the TBO Foundation. I should have asked you first. I'm sorry. You saved my life. The least I can give you is yours properly, on your own terms.
You could have just said thank you.
Would that have been enough for you?
No.
For 2 years she cleaned his home and he never saw her. It took one night, 40 minutes on the floor of his office, for him to understand that the most important person in his life had been arriving before dawn and leaving before he woke every single day. Some people are invisible because the world hasn't learned to look. Blessing Naji was never invisible. Pascal Uchenna was just never paying attention.